The Mega5-EST, the M5E, the Mega5-EST, the Mega5-EST. These are the nicknames for the hype train that is the Hisenior Mega5/EST. An IEM touted by many to be the best tuned IEM in the world, the best IEM at under $1,000, etc, etc. You know how hype trains work. But you all should know the rules now, that if it's on the Hangout.audio channel, then it is automatically by default approved by me. In fact, we already sell it. Go down to Hangout.audio where we ship globally. But the questions on all of your minds right now would probably be, Crin, why is it good? Why should I buy one? And on the flip side, why shouldn't I buy one? So let's talk about that. This is the Hisenior Febos Mega5-EST. As for why there is the word Febos in there, I'm not entirely sure. Timmy put it up on screen. The Mega5-EST, as the name implies, uses an EST hybrid system. It uses a single dynamic driver, 2 BA drivers, as well as 2 EST drivers. This puts it in direct competition with the ever-established Moondrop variations, as well as the upcoming Theo Audio Oracle Mark III from Linzo. So first, let's talk about the build, the accessories, and all the other non-audio stuff. It's fairly standard. It's a full resin build, nothing much special to talk about it. That's it. It is handmade. Every single unit is hand built with almost zero 3D printed components. It uses a standard 2-pin connection and comes with a carrying case, silicone ear tips, phone tips, cable clips, clean cloth, and a cable. Okay, that's pretty standard, I guess. That's it. This is the case that it comes in. So you get quite a lot of value for money considering that it is rugged as all shit. Am I allowed to say shit on this channel now? Am I corporate now? Am I not allowed to swear anymore? Now, in terms of silicone ear tips, they come with both the wide bore ear tips as well as the narrow bore ear tips. Now, I would recommend you use the narrow bore ear tips, not because they look better on FR, but because they actually extend a bit more outwards on the nozzle and it gives you a much more secure fit that way. Or at least it gives a more secure fit on my ears. Now, in terms of the sound, is it all that cracked up to be? And I would say, yeah, it kind of is. This is the definition of a plain water signature. You wouldn't really appreciate it if you have all these kinds of exciting other signatures that in your collection, but it is something that you will always appreciate at the end of the day. It is the safe pick. Everyone would definitely like it. Again, plain water. It does everything well and nothing great. And I think that is also the reason why a lot of people tend to have a love-hate relationship with the Mega5-EST. So that brings us to our first why you should buy it and why you shouldn't buy one. You should buy one if you're looking for something that is generally like, I want something that's good for everything. And on the flip side, you shouldn't buy it when you're looking for something that is very clearly a specialist. Now, in comparison with its direct competitor, which is the Moondrop variations, also a model that we carry so there's no direct conflict of interest, link in the description, the variations is very clearly going for much more Harman style tuning, which if you have heard it before, it sounds very clean and very exciting at first listen. The kind of tuning that the variations has also tends to be a lot more separated when it comes to the bass versus the mids versus the treble. So everything, while it doesn't seem as cohesive as on the Mega5-EST, sounds more clean in a way. But the Mega5-EST, on the other hand, I feel presents a much more well-rounded package. It is something that I will listen to a lot more often as opposed to the variations, which is kind of more of a for specific genres only, if you get my drift. That said, the Mega5-EST does feel a bit boring after a while, which is why I say it's kind of just plain water. Sometimes you just want some Coke. Not that kind of Coke, the different kind of Coke. So is the Mega5-EST better than the variations? For my tastes, yes. But for other people's tastes, I'm not going to go too deep into that, which is why I say you have to pick. You have both choices. You don't have to buy one over the other. You could buy both. That's beneficial for me, not for you. Now, another thing that would require consideration for the Mega5-EST would be its price, because it is not a cheap purchase by any means. Again, it is fighting in the $500 price bracket for the Tribrid segment. It is running at $549 US at the time of recording. So it's not great, it's not good money, it's not budget money, but Nah, at least it's not kilobuck, that's all I'm saying. Another thing that you should consider when buying the Mega5-EST is its rather short and stubby profile. It's not that bad, but in terms of fit, that could pose a problem for you. So to round everything up, get the Mega5-EST if you have the money, of course, that's the prerequisite. B, if you want an all-rounder that is better at all-rounding than arguably all the other all-rounders on the planet. And C, if you like to graph sniff, because God, that is a really, really nice graph, isn't it? God, it looks so good. And there you have it, the Hisenior Mega5-EST, now available at Hangout.audio. We ship globally and for free. Conditions apply. And remember kids, if it's not on the list, it doesn't exist. See you next week.